if you are a coach online. The reason why you want to do group coaching is because you are limited by the amount of hours that you work if you are doing one-on-one coaching as the way that you make money. And the way that you can actually scale a business while removing yourself from it from a time perspective, gaining your time back, is by going into a group setting with multiple people. My name is Jeremiah Kurkowski, and for the last 21 years, I've been helping the world's best coaches, trainers, and mentors scale their businesses to tens of millions of dollars online. I've personally built multiple coaching businesses over $10 million per year in profit, and I help people that are just getting started how to make their first $5,000 to $25,000, $30,000 a month with group coaching programs. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about here today, is how to actually structure a group coaching program, how to put it all together, what the best practices are, and then why you actually can serve people better inside of a group coaching program than you do with one-on-one coaching. So just case in point, the amount of hours you work, if you go one-on-one, you are limited by, I show up one-on-one with somebody and that's all I get to do. When you do group coaching, you can have a group of people and still charge pretty close to the same as what you would for one-on-one coaching. And that's one of the misconceptions that people think, is they're like, well, group coaching is going to be lower quality because it's a group. Fact is, when you know how to do it the way that I'm going to show you in this video, you're actually going to serve your clients better. And we hear often from people that they actually got served better inside of group programs like my Client Growth Accelerator program than they did in one-on-one coaching with other clients. And it's one of the first things that you have to learn, is that your desire to get everybody the result and control the outcome by connecting one-on-one with everybody, that need for doing it perfectly with everybody as far as that goes, that need comes from a good place, and I get that, but it's financially hurting you because you're limiting yourself by what feels comfortable and by what feels like you can continue to do it in a controlled environment. When you go into a group setting, you end up letting go of control because there's a lot of people that are inside of a group that they will choose to not necessarily do what you say to do. And you don't have control over what every single person does. Otherwise, you're going to step into codependency, and that's not healthy at all. And I don't want to encourage anybody to do that because that's a recipe for burnout and failure. And your clients aren't going to like it as well. So what you got to do is you got to learn to get more specific. When you do one-on-one coaching, you might help people that have a lot of different issues. Find the golden thread pattern across all of them that they have in common. And that's what you can build a group coaching program around. And so take a look at what is the solution that you help people with inside of your one-on-one coaching, and then what do the most of those people have in common that they need solved. And again, this is going to address inside of you what you might feel uncomfortable with. Well, I don't want to limit myself. I don't want to limit who I can work with. I get it, and I understand it because I was one of those people that thought that same way. But the truth is, you're limiting yourself from being able to actually impact people to the level that you are capable by only doing one-on-one coaching and even selling sessions at a time as far as that goes. Okay? So what you want to do in your business is you got to have a value ladder. That's one of the first things that you want to do. And the value ladder is this, right? You have free content that you might deliver. That could be something like YouTube channel. That could be like your social media content. Then you have your paid, and this could be like low ticket, low cost, entry level products. These entry level products might be under $97 right here. And then your group programs will start at $500 upward to $2,500 right here, okay? And so that's what we call a mid-ticket group coaching program. You might be able to throw a couple hundred people into this right here and have a multi-six-figure business. That's incredible as far as that goes. Now, the next phase above this is where we throw in high ticket, where we go $6,000 to $10,000 as far as the cost goes. And this is more of a high-ticket program. These are for people that maybe graduate from this level and they need more specialized expertise as far as that goes, okay? And so this is the value ladder that a lot of coaches need to do, and they need to get out of the trading dollars for hours, employee mindset, service provider mindset that they come into the game with, so focused on, well, I work this many hours and I get paid this much. Realize, and you got to put on a CEO hat, look at your business as a CEO, as a business owner, as somebody who is an owner not just somebody who is operating, not just somebody who is necessarily doing a service for people, but somebody who takes a look at it like a real legitimate business owner. And the way that a business owner looks at it is, how do we leverage our inputs to get the most output? And so by bringing people into a group where you charge them specifically at a group rate, you're able to leverage your time to where you can show up in front of the group instead of having to be one-on-one individual with people, okay? Now, the way that you serve people better when it comes to the group is that you're going to base this off of the feedback of the group, okay? And so this is one of the biggest mistakes that I meet a lot of coaches that they make, is that they're so focused in on, well, I just, everybody's different. They're all different. They all have this. Yes, they are all different. But when you come into a group, you want to listen to what do they all have in common. The people that are coming into your group, what are the main common factors that they share together when it comes to how they're going to need to be served? What are the problems that they all share? Again, you might have 500 people that are all very different from each other. That's normal, okay? But all 500 of those people might share a common issue. Like in my business, they're struggling to finish their landing pages. They want to know how to get their Facebook ads out. They want to know how to attract more clients and work less hours. And what is the best way to be able to serve their clients better? This is what I solve with my clients in my accelerator. Every single week, we help them with their messaging, their marketing, their sales processes, so that they can actually semi-retire and don't even have to work as many hours, make way more money while serving people at an exceptionally higher level. And so once you can break up with the need to control the outcome inside of your clients' lives, please, you need to do that. You need to graduate from a place where you are trying to control the outcome that your clients get. And you get to the place where, yes, you're going to serve them at a high level. You're going to serve them excellently. But you are okay with only a percentage of your group getting the big picture result that you're going to sell to people. Okay? And listen, that's not a popular statement to say, but I've been in this industry for 21 years, and the people that can do this, and they can resolve inside of themselves that tension of, well, I need to get everybody the perfect, highest level result. And you can resolve that inside of yourself so that you can show up to a group and you're not limiting yourself by the amount of hours that you have out of a need to control the outcome inside of it, in front of everybody's businesses and their lives or whatever you help people with. And you're able to get people into a container around a specific focus, a specific issue focus that you help the group with as far as this goes. I can help coach people on a lot of different things, but I'm going to focus on 2 specific areas in my business. And this is what you want to focus on when you have a group. Is what is the area that I can make the most amount of money with right here. And then combined with that, also create the highest level of impact with people. And you want these to converge, finances and impact, to where the most amount of money people are willing to consistently invest with you to pay you, and it's able to produce the highest level of result with your clients. Impact is important, but you don't have a business unless you are bringing in finances. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that I meet that a lot of people make, is that they're way too focused on this impact side of things, because that's what every guru out there says to do, but they don't have a business. And they're not actually impacting people because they don't actually have people buying from them. And now they're struggling to get clients because they don't have an income, and now they're burning out. And so it's a misbalanced focus by only focusing in on impact. Now, if you only focus in on finances, you're also going to struggle because you're not going to get people results. So we want to balance these two and hold a balance and attention of these as far as that goes. What you do and you facilitate inside of your programs, inside of a group program, is that people will give you their feedback as to what they are struggling with, what they need help with. What are the areas that they want you to work with them on? What are those areas that they need the most help with? You facilitate inside of the group people telling you what it is that they are struggling with. And then you pay attention to what are the patterns that they all have in common. And then that's where you build out your marketing side of things, okay? So when it comes to facilitating the group, you're going to look at and start to get people to tell you what the things that they want to learn are. As a group, they will start to tell you a common area of things. And what you're going to notice is going to happen is that there's going to be a segment of the group that's going to drop off. You're going to have drop off right here. Drop off is a good thing when it comes to group coaching. Why? Because you're getting more specific to the best people, these ones right here that you want to work with, and you're eliminating the ones that are not necessarily going to fall into these two categories. And what ends up happening is your profit margins start going up because you start focusing in on your rock stars and your superstars and the ones that are actually starting to get the most results with you. Again, this goes way against the normal way if you are certified in coaching or you've been trained in coaching, you come from traditional education as to what they teach you how to do. But this is how you're going to make the most amount of financial income for yourself to be able to create multiple six figures and not have to work more than 10 hours a week to be able to do so. As you figure out what do those rock stars need help with the most, and you start structuring all of your content inside of your group coaching around that. And so you can create courses, you can do group sessions, you can do group Q&A, you can create trainings for your group that solve the issues that the main top rock stars have. There's going to be people that are going to be like, well, I don't feel served anymore because I'm not a rock star. Great. Let them leave. Out the door. Help them out the door as far as that goes. You get it? Again, not a lot of people get this because, again, this goes against what we're told we should do. It makes people feel uncomfortable. You got to deal with whatever that thing is inside of you that's feeling uncomfortable about people leaving your program because you're focusing on the best group of people that's going to make you the most amount of money and impact. Okay? So when you can resolve that inside of yourself, now we can go to work to market to more of these people because we're no longer going to try to attract everybody. We're going to try to attract people that fit into this category right here. And this amplifies everything by focusing in on that category. And so we take a look at what are the best people that we're working with, what are the issues that they have, what are the struggles that they have, and how can we solve those problems. And then what we do is we're able to put content out there. We're able to create live events that are free or low cost that can attract more of those people to us that fit into those categories. And then what you're going to have is you're going to have a compounding income effect where month over month over month, you might start off where you're going to have, you might have 10 people at $97 a month. So that's going to be $970. But then the next month, you might have 30 people. And now we're at almost $3,000 right here. Okay? At $100 a month as far as that goes. $100 a month program, that's about $1,200 a year. Okay? And so as you start to compound, you might add 20 people a month to this. This starts to compound, and over time, you'll be able to have in a group, the income starts to increase, and you don't have to do any extra work. You don't have to meet with any extra people. And so that's one of the biggest reasons why a group coaching program is so important, is because you can create a system for yourself where you consistently do the same work each month with the group as it grows, but your income level starts to go up because the amount of people that you have coming in goes up in the group, okay? And so that's what we want to focus on, is we want to look at what are those areas of the people that are getting the most impact, that are also spending the most amount of money with us, and then how do we bring in more of those people into our programs, okay? And so when it comes to creating a program like that, you got to learn how to be a leader of a group. This is a different skill than working one-on-one with people. Learning how to communicate with a group of people by listening to what does the group have. You're not going to be able to help every single issue inside of the group all at once because you're only one person. But you can pay attention to what the patterns that they have are. What are the patterns of issues or problems or struggles or frustrations that the group has, and then you can create content, trainings, courses, and accountability materials, workbooks, whatever it is, based around that. And so that now becomes your ecosystem inside of the group to help people. One of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of people make is that they're trying to build a coaching business just doing one-on-one, and then they say, once I master that, then I'll go to group coaching. I get it. That's a great way to struggle for years and years and years and not kind of see the returns that you want. So it's better for most people to actually go into group coaching, is what I recommend, is that they go into this and they start by not trying to, they can start by not necessarily trying to get all the people that are in there to the top. You got to realize you're not going to get everybody to the top. They're not always going to get there. You're going to have some people that are going to drop off. Okay? And so you might be asking, Jeremiah, can you show me how to do this? Well, inside of my group coaching program, the Client Growth Accelerator, that's what I work with people on, is I show them how to do this. I show them exactly how to structure a program like this, how to build a program like this, and how to help people every single day inside of their programs. We have clients right now that are making tens of thousands of dollars inside of their programs using our system, that they can attract clients to them and close sales. And I've been doing this for 21 years, helping people do this successfully. Is it a risk? Shifting out of one-on-one coaching, if it's something that you've never done before, is it going to be something that maybe feels a little bit uncomfortable? Possibly. But that's why it's good to get into a community of people that are actually working towards a common goal together that you can grow with together as far as that goes, okay? And so the way that we market it is we can market the result and the outcome that the group has in common when we want to market a program like this. And you sell it as a group program. You sell it as a group coaching program. You might have people that still want one-on-one coaching, and now you want to charge more for that, $10,000, $20,000 for the one-on-one coaching based on the people that have already come through the group program, okay? So one of the biggest issues that people have is that they're trying to do it all, and they're trying to help everybody so deeply inside of the group that it steps into this kind of toxic codependency type of a thing, to where they're not able to actually help people because they're not showing up at their best. They're showing up trying to just tread water and serve everybody's needs and desires all at once, instead of saying, okay, what is the one issue focus that this whole group in common has? And then how can I serve that, and how can I solve that for people? Now, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make is don't just have a course. Don't just sell a course. A course by itself is just information. A group coaching program can include training, but it also provides accountability and support, and you can help the group as a whole to get results. And so one of the number one things that you want to make sure of that you're doing is that you are gathering people in front of you, that you're getting practice by doing this. And this is why hosting live events, this is why posting on social media, this is why creating content, say on YouTube or your Instagram or Facebook, is a great way to attract people to you, to your coaching business. Okay? That's one of the ways that we encourage people to do, is to use social media to bring in their clients. And what you want to do is you want to find what is the common thread pattern that the people in the group have that are problems that they're dealing with, and then how can we create pieces of content material for people that are out there in the public that have those same problems. So then what you get to do is you get to show and demonstrate that you know how to solve those problems for people, and you can bring them in. And by demonstrating that to them, now we can bring them in as a client to a group program, okay? The way you want to price your group program, like I said, $500 to $2,500. You can also do a monthly payment on that, $50 to $100 a month, $200 a month. And people pay you monthly to jump into a program with you where you provide support, training, accountability, work with them through their problems to help them solve the issues that they have. So decide on what is your niche, what topic do you help people with, figure out what is that common thread pattern that people have, and then you can bring them into a program with you to solve those problems, okay? And so that's what I help people with in our accelerator programs. I help them go through how to figure out, how do we put one of these together? How do we actually market people? How do we run Facebook ads? How do we create content to attract people to us into our programs? And then how do we sell these programs to people that are needing to solve the problems that we solve in our group coaching programs, okay? So we put together a program, and then we put together marketing materials, and we put together sales information and how to sell and present to people and promote to them what it is that we solve the problem with. And so when you can learn how to communicate in a way that draws people to you, and you can learn to show up with confidence, and you can learn to present it in a way that demonstrates the value that you have, and you get out of your head of trying to please everybody, trying to get everybody's approval. You realize that not everybody, this is not going to be a Baskin Robbins good fit for everybody that you meet that's out there. That's okay. At the end of the day, what you want to do is you want to find the ones that are the gold mine clients, the soulmate clients, the ones that are meant to work with you, the ones that are a good fit for what you have to offer. And the ones that are a really good fit for what you have to offer, they're going to resonate with you, your message, how you help people to come into your programs to get the results that you want. And so it's all about getting good at pattern recognition. It's all about identifying the people that we're working with, what are the common thread issues that they all have in common? What are the main struggles or the main frustrations? What are the main desires and drivers and motivators of why people want help, why people want coaching, why people want to move forward? And then you can build something around that. You build your marketing materials, you build your landing pages, you build your lead magnets, you start to grow an email list and a community online and an audience of people around a specific issue, and then you lead them to go purchase a program that you have that is a group program. Okay? And so if you want to work with me to help you put this together, get clients, and start to kind of make the kind of money that you want to make, $5,000 to $25,000, $30,000 per month consistently in your business, I'd love to work with you on that in my accelerator program. I'd love to see you in there. We'll talk soon. Have a good one, everybody.